Noodles are one of the oldest and most beloved food items in the world. Their origin can be traced back thousands of years across multiple civilizations. While China often claims the birthplace of noodles, evidence suggests other regions had their own versions too. The discovery sparked debates about whether noodles originated in China, the Middle East, or elsewhere. In ancient China, noodles were not just food, they symbolized longevity and were often eaten during birthdays or celebrations. Early records during the Han Dynasty mention wheat-based noodle dishes. Over time, noodles became an everyday staple across Chinese regions. Simultaneously, in the Middle East, early forms of pasta were being developed. Ancient Arabs are believed to have prepared dough strips dried for long journeys. These precursors to dried pasta eventually made their way westward. In Italy, pasta's development was long associated with Marco Polo bringing noodles from China in the 13th century. However, historians now believe pasta existed in Italy before his travels. Arab traders likely introduced dried noodle-like products to Sicily even earlier. The Mediterranean climate was ideal for drying pasta, allowing it to be stored for months. This made pasta a crucial food source for seafarers and merchants. Italy embraced pasta as a cultural cornerstone, giving rise to hundreds of regional varieties. In Japan, noodles evolved differently, influenced by Chinese culinary practices. Udon and soba became popular during the Heian period, often served with miso or soy-based broths. Japanese noodle culture emphasized subtle flavors and seasonal ingredients. In Korea, traditional noodles called guksu were enjoyed as early as the Goryeo dynasty. Wheat, buckwheat and starches were used to make various styles of noodles. Naengmyeon, a cold buckwheat noodle dish, remains a summer favorite today. Southeast Asia also developed unique noodle traditions. Rice noodles became widespread in Thailand, Vietnam and Cambodia, suited to local crops and flavors. Dishes like pho, pad thai and kai teow showcase these regional specialties. India, while less famous for noodles, has ancient dishes that resemble noodle-like foods, such as saviyan and string hoppers. Influences from China, Persia and Southeast Asia enrich the subcontinent's noodle culture. In recent years, fusion noodle dishes have gained popularity. Noodles reached the Americas through European colonization, and a bit later, Asian immigration. In the United States, Chinese immigrants introduced chow mein and lo mein back in the 19th century. Over time, these dishes, adapted to local tastes and ingredients. During the 20th century, Italy's pasta culture gained global popularity. Dishes like spaghetti bolognese, lasagna, and fettuccine alfredo became restaurant staples all over the world. Italian-style pasta really solidified its place as a global comfort food. The invention of instant noodles truly revolutionized noodle history. In 1958, Momofuku Ando introduced the world to instant ramen in Japan. It offered affordability, convenience, and a long shelf life, qualities that honestly made it a global phenomenon. Instant noodles quickly spread across Asia, then to Europe and North America. In many countries, they became essential pantry items, especially for students and workers. Dozens of flavors and brands now cater to local tastes globally. Noodles also played important roles in wartime and during periods of economic hardship. Their low cost and filling nature made them ideal for feeding large populations. Governments even encouraged noodle consumption during rice shortages. Modern chefs and foodies have reimagined noodles in both gourmet and fusion settings. Ramen bars, pasta tasting menus, and noodle-themed festivals really reflect their culinary versatility. From street food to fine dining, noodles continue to evolve. In China today, hand-pulled noodles, known as lamian, and knife-cut noodles, or dao xiao mian, are still treasured culinary arts, passed down through generations. Regional varieties like biang biang mian and zhajiang mian really highlight the country's incredible noodle diversity. Noodles are more than food, they are cultural identity. In Italy, pasta is actually legally regulated for quality and origin. DOP labels and regional designations help protect the authenticity of products like Neapolitan spaghetti or Puglian orecchiette. The slow food movement, has elevated traditional pasta making into a true craft. South Korea's, obsession with noodles is clear in its instant noodle consumption. It's honestly among the highest per capita in the world. Jjajangmyeon and ramyeon are national favorites, and you'll often see them featured in films and dramas. Noodles are really embedded in Korea's pop culture. In Thailand, the famous pad thai was actually promoted by the government in the 1930s to boost national identity. It merged local ingredients with Chinese noodle techniques. Today it's a globally loved street food, and it really symbolizes Thai culinary ingenuity. Vietnamese pho is another noodle dish that, well, has truly won international hearts. With its aromatic broth and silky rice noodles, pho reflects Vietnam's history and even a bit of French colonial influence. It is enjoyed at any time of day, especially breakfast. Gluten-free and health-conscious noodles have definitely emerged in recent years. Zucchini noodles, konjac noodles, and chickpea pasta now offer alternatives for those with dietary needs. These trends, honestly, just show noodles' adaptability to modern lifestyles. Cultural noodle festivals like World Pasta Day and the Ramen Expo celebrate the global love of noodles. These events feature competitions, tastings, and even noodle-themed art. They also educate attendees about noodle history and sustainability. Social media has propelled noodles into viral fame with mukbangs and TikTok recipes. Dalgona noodles, cheesy ramen, and spicy challenges have, really captivated younger audiences. Noodles have become content as well as cuisine. The history of noodles is a story of migration, innovation, and identity. From ancient millet strings in China to instant noodles on space missions, their journey is nothing short of extraordinary. As the world continues to change, one thing remains constant. Noodles will always find a place on the table.